Hey, welcome to the show. Hopefully you can see me. It is me, your girl Laborly, aka Cat Lee, and
You have now tuned in to Ambitiously the podcast.
listen, today is Media Monday. Hold on, I gotta do it right. I gotta do it right. Okay? Gotta do it right. Big shout out to Rock, who was here first, and Doc, my boo. Um, Yeah, hey y'all. But anyway, we got some things to talk about. This was a very eventful weekend. Um, very eventful weekend. So we got a lot of things to get into. Let me show love to my people's transcendent sounds real quick, and then I will be right back. It was eventful. I'll be right back. Hi, my ambitious ones. I'm so excited to talk to you about Transcending Sound and their amazing aromatherapy product line. It's like you get a lot for your buck with them. With each candle or wax melt scent, it comes with a playlist. That's crazy, right? Each playlist is based in hip hop, R&B, and or jazz. One of my favorites is called Fly Love Song. I burn it on a regular. It's a grown and mature scent with a 4-hour and some change playlist to go along with it. Now, the smell. You get touches of jasmine, amber, sandalwood, and musk. Oh my goodness, it smells so good. I highly recommend. So if you're big on aromatherapy like I am and you love hip hop, R&B, and jazz, this is where you need to be. So make sure you use our discount code ambitiously15 to receive 15% off of your purchase at checkout. It's a vibe. Catch that vibe. Little aromatherapy and some good music to go along with it. You can't lose. AU Big Purr. AU Big Purr. Listen, so much happened over this weekend. I don't know if we'll be able to cover it all this evening. I'm gonna try my best though. I am. It's summertime. I feel like we should be able to talk about these things. Oh, okay. Doc said the audio and the visual is good. Good. Boo boo. Thanks. Listen. I don't know. Let's start with some good news first. Okay. I I feel like we should start with some good news first, and then we'll get into the shenanigans. So let me say the things that I need to say first, which is join the conversation. You could call in or you could text the numbers 443-780-5978, 443-780-5978. I almost had a brain fart. But you can call and you can text. Just know that if you call in, you will be live on air. If you text, I will be reading your text messages live on air. And you could ask me to drop the link. That's a big maybe because some of y'all are weirdos and I don't have the time. I don't. Sorry. I won't. So that's a big mic. Okay. Um, you want to get in contact with us for any particular reason, business inquiries, you got some gab you want to send my way, because I got a lot of gab, honey. Some music or artwork or a book perhaps or something entertainment wise, I got you. Or you just want to say hi, contact at ambitiouslyent.com. Contact at ambitiouslyent.com. Remember to hit that like button so I can say, hey, what's up? Or drop a comment and then I'll be able to say, hey, either way. And subscribe to this podcast. We need all of that. We need all of that. Listen, we're trying to let them know we are here, baby. Yes. Check out our website, www.ambitiouslyent.com, www.ambitiouslyent.com. And Doc said it best. Hold on, let me get to it. Ah, wait a minute. Doc said it best. Today is Media Monday. Today is the time that we get into what's going on. But I said I wanted to start with some good news, and we are. So, I don't know if y'all remember, we discussed this on this show about the situation with Killer Mike, but I'll give you a recap real quick, right? So Killer Mike's legal troubles are behind him now. it has been learned that he is officially off the hook for the pre-Grammy arrest as long as he keeps his nose clean. What does that mean? Okay, let me keep going. Because I'm gonna get into that in a second. Keep his nose clean. That man don't be doing. Okay, they're making me mad. Prosecutors in LA City Attorney's Office tell us that they will not be filing charges against Mike for his confrontation with an event security back in February. I told you we talked about this already, which led to his citizen's arrest. Anyway, we're being told that he successfully completed his city attorney hearing, after which he agreed to do some community service because he was that kind of dude anyway. Stop playing with Killer Mike. But he agreed to do some community service. Hold on. With a nonprofit organization of his choice. Why not? Why wouldn't he do one? That's what I'm saying. He already was that dude anyway. Y'all did too much. Y'all was doing too much. They said that said, the city attorney's office added the Grammy winner needs to stay out of trouble for the next year, or he could reopen, or they would reopen the case. Y'all doing too much. As we reported, Killer Mike was booked for misdemeanor. This is what make me sick about them. A misdemeanor battery after he allegedly knocked down a security guard who didn't get out of his way outside of Crypto.com arena where the Grammys were going on. There's a video of him getting into a shouting match with the security personnel, though the footage doesn't show the alleged knockdown being escorted out of the venue in handcuffs. I don't know. Yeah, keep your nose clean. First of all, let me tell y'all something, LA attorney's office. We talk about Killer Mike. He really does not. If anything, he gonna piss y'all off for the things that he says, which are all true, by the way. But Killer Mike don't be getting into no trouble. He be just making y'all mad because y'all don't like what he gotta say. That's it. So keep his nose clean. He don't be doing nothing. He go around the country and speak his truth. Leave Killer Mike alone. Leave him alone. But yeah, so that's good news. He doesn't have to deal with that anymore. So big shout out to Killer Mike. Stop playing with him. Stop playing with him. All right, let's move on because all of this is going to tie in a second. Trust me, it's going to tie. You know that he don't be bothering nobody. Now y'all want to say keep your nose clean. Who does he bother? Nobody. Oh my gosh, he just go around and he speak the truth, and I think this will make y'all mad above all, and I think that's why that happened, because he speaks the truth about what we as the people of melanin complexion go through. That's it. So check this out. Joe Budden is convinced the demise of Drake amid the 2024 rap wars started with his pen, thereby blazing a path for Pusha T and Kendrick Lamar to polish him off. In a recent X Space, Joe Budden argued that Drake's decline wasn't only due to K-Dot, Not Like Us. Victory Lap, because this song came out first and long before this year. Back in 2016, Joe Budden went on an anti-Drake warpath, dropping several diss tracks aimed at Champagne Papi. At the time, Joe took some of Drake's raps as sneaky shots. He personally feels his diss tracks prompted Pusha T to bomb Drake in 2018 with the soul revealing story of Eddie Don. Woo! All accumulating with Drake's leveraging the West Coast last mouth that to take that home with the W in the rap battle. First of all, Joe Buttons, I don't think nothing that happened to do, you couldn't take him down. Pusha T probably could, but he let him live. Drake got taken down by Kendrick Lamar. I'm going to repeat myself because you took Meek Mill out of that equation too, and he was a part of that whole system too. What happened to Drake this year had nothing to do with you. If anything, I say Pusha T tossed him the bat and then he swung. But I won't say it's you. Nobody even cared about you beefing with Drake. And Drake kept living. Drake kept going. So no, that's a lie. That's a lie. This was funny. He explained on his podcast how it was taken out of context. He laughed. This is Doc speaking, by the way. I'm just reading what he said. So he said this was funny. He explained how on this podcast how it was taken out of context. He laughed about how it came out of spaces. Yeah, because you didn't have nothing to do with that takedown. That was all strategically done by Kendrick. Stop playing. But speaking of Drake, you know, he got other arch nemesis too. And one of them happened to be in Canada, I believe in Vancouver. In Vancouver over this weekend. And he was attacked. So let's get into it. So Rick Ross had a rough night in Canada, getting into a physical altercation with some guy and triggering the melee that was captured on film. I know y'all heard about that. I know. It all started after the rapper performed at Sunday's Ignite Festival in Vancouver. After the gig around 10:30 p.m., Rick stepped off stage in a crowded area and got into a heated argument with another man over their choosing to close out the set with Kendrick Lamar's Not Like Us. This song is going to cause some real serious trouble. Not for Kendrick, but for other people, right? Because a DJ played the song in Toronto and they kicked him out. But anyway, so they got mad because he played Not Like Us in the background as he ended his set. We're told a group of about 15 dudes approached Rick and formed a human wall so he and his crew could not move around. Whoa, and they had a strategy with it. Oh my gosh, they had a whole strategy with it. Yeah, like they had a whole strategy. They formed a wall so he couldn't get out. That's crazy, right? So a video has surfaced of the verbal confrontation between the two parties, with Rick having a tense exchange with one of the men. It soon escalated into violence. Child, hunting. Not Like Us, just making it wild. Yeah, I'm trying to tell you, listen, this song is going to get some people in trouble. Not Kendrick, but some other people. Like I said, what? So, this song gonna get people? So it's a video. Like I said, it's a video of the verbal confrontation between the two parties, with Rick having a what the fuck? All right, hold on, y'all. This joint just blanked on me. Oh my God, I'll pull my phone out just for good measure. Because I don't like what just happened just now. Okay, yeah, I'm pulling my phone out. I'll read it from my phone. I don't got time for that. Hold on, let me get where I'm, because I was reading and all of a sudden it blanked out, but my phone ain't going to do it. So it was the whole situation, right? Hold on, let me get back to where I was. I told y'all it was eventful this weekend. It was a lot going on. And then I'll get to that in a minute because that's next that I want to talk about that. So where was I? Okay, so here we go. So like I said, it was the situation happened with the two parties. It soon escalated into violence. The dude arguing with Rick suddenly slugs him in the area around his head, causing liquid from his drink to fly into the air. From a certain vantage point, it's hard to tell if Rick was punched square in the face. Chaos erupted as the two groups got into a brawl, leading to several men brutally kicking another man and beating him with fists. So it was a whole thing. So what they're saying in the update is Rick Ross doesn't seem pressed about last night's activities. He said that Vancouver is a beautiful city and he can't wait to go back. He also claims that no one on his team suffered any serious injuries acquired in the brawl, and all is fair in the 2024 Rat Wars. Listen, but didn't y'all know my favorite villain? Well, he's not a villain in my opinion, though. Hold on. In my opinion, he's not a villain. Okay, I give it to Drake fans. They not letting it go. They are not. Well, some of them are not, because some Canadians are on Kendrick's side. So it depends on, but Vancouver, obviously, they not hearing it. But listen, so my favorite anti-villain has stepped in the building, and he has a few choice words to say about it. He made jokes about it. Of course, he posted on IG a clip of Tia Kemp, which is Rick Ross' baby mother. They've been going at it forever. And she's really in her feelings right now because he just got off of child support, and then he got online and happened to talk about it. So now she really in her feelings. She really in her bag. But anyway, my favorite anti-villain had some words, and he had to post her video. He talked about the situation, and it was something else. So that happened in Vancouver. I'm just going to say this particular song, that one particular song is going to get some people in trouble. Hear me. Not Like Us is going to get some people in trouble. It's not going to get Kendrick in trouble, but those other artists that decide to play it, and especially in Canada, it's going to get you in some trouble. They not having it. So speaking of my favorite anti-villain, 50 Cent will be front and center for the Earn Your Leisure Invest Fest in Atlanta. So it's been revealed that the booming businessman is this year's headliner. The event is right up 50's alley. He and attorney Ben Crump recently went to Washington, D.C. in the name of Black entrepreneurship and pushing for minority representation in the alcohol business. And it's being said that he'll speak to that topic and much more during the annual event. Even fittingly, 50 will succeed Diddy, who hosted last year's Invest Fest. And we all know how competitive he is when it comes to Puff. He's been that way for years, especially as of lately, in wake of the latter slew of legal issues. And then I got some stuff to talk about with him too, but we'll get to that. This man's attorneys dropped him. We're gonna get to that. All right. We'll get to that in the quick topics real quick. So yeah, 50 still doing this thing, but it's out of control. Let's talk about Kanye West, because hopefully this Wednesday, we will close out this Dream situation and start on this Kanye West case with the girl, but then it's another case. So, oh my gosh, there's so many kids. They keep me busy. I ain't mad. Yes, 50 is very competitive. He is, and especially when it comes to that guy, whatever his name is, Diddler, P. Diddler, Puff Diddler. I don't know. Brother Love Diddler. I don't know what his name is anymore. I'm confused. I'm so confused. But yeah, when it comes to him, remember they had that whole liquor war going on too, even though now we find out that it wasn't Puffy's liquor, he was just a face. So it is what it is. So let's get to Kanye Kanye West real quick. So Kanye created an app to promote his rap music and fostering a racist environment with brutal work conditions. Kanye. Wait a minute. All the diddling. At this point, Doc, this is what we got to call it because I don't know what to call him anymore. But anyway, let's get back to Kanye. So Kanye created an app to promote his rap music and fostering a racist environment with brutal work conditions, while his wife Bianca Censori sent corn videos to staff with which were accessible by minors, according to the new lawsuit. Child. And I got the paperwork. Don't worry about it. We're gonna get to that too. The bombshell suit filed in the U.S. District Court named Ye and his former chief of staff. Well, how did I know Milo was in this situation? Because he always in the situation. Always. When Kanye was going through that whole thing with Trump and all of that and make America great again and all of that crap, and that dude was right there beside him, so he might need to stop hanging with him. But Kanye and Milo, they have been named as the defendants in this case. The suit alleges that Kanye and co engaged in forced labor and cruel, inhumane, and degrading treatment. Vocabulary words. So we'll read this later. Well, all right. So no, because I don't want to. We're gonna read this on Wednesday because I definitely want to get to the all the Kanye mess anyway. So we're gonna read that on Wednesday. But let's just say he need to stop hanging with this dude. So the two were accused of making false promises to pay their adult and minor employees and forcing them to work insanely long hours, as they were openly mocked with racist jabs and called the new slaves. It all started in spring of 2024 when Ye decided to launch his streaming service app to rival Tidal and Spotify and Apple Music. The suit says that Ye wanted to avoid paying those companies to promote his new albums, Vultures and Vultures 2. He and Milo allegedly hired an international developer group comprised of several Black members, which also included underage teens as young as 14 years old. The documents say that the employees mostly work remotely, staying in constant communication with Ye and Milo and their team by using digital and online communication applications such as Discord, Zoom, and Slack. In April 2024, the doc says Milo promised to pay $120,000 to the developer group after they completed the app if they agreed to the work conditions and didn't complain. But things quickly went downhill, and the suit says that Ye ordered all employees to sign an NDA, threatening to fire the minors and refusing to pay them if they didn't. Minor developers were also required to sign a volunteer agreement. Child. Then Ye's white managers who oversaw the foreign and minority workers allegedly used degrading or disparaging language to create a hostile work environment. In the group chats, the Caucasian managers use harassing language towards the underlings in regards to their age, race, gender, sexual orientation, and national origin. Some Some team members were called slaves, while others were referred to as new slaves. Yo, what? What? All the cray yay mess. I'm trying to tell you. So we're gonna dive deeper into that case too. That's why I really want to finish up this dream situation, because I want to get to these Kanye cases too. Anybody can get it as far as I'm concerned. Like anybody. If you did something crazy, I'm gonna, yeah, anybody can get it. So let's talk about Fat Joe and E40. They performed on Joe Biden's behalf over the weekend. We know what side they on. I don't, they've been working on this thing for healthcare transparency in Washington D.C. anyway. So I naturally would assume that they would have done that. That was just something quick to throw out there real quick. But they was there performing. Speaking of, let's get to it, because this is where all the other crazy stuff comes in. So, as we all know, the BET Awards happened this weekend. Some call it the EBT Awards. I call it the Ratchet Awards, right? Because it is not as the BET Awards used to have some touch of class. I don't think it has that anymore. Sorry, I just don't. That's a personal opinion. Don't kill me for it. That's how I feel. But in the situation, of course, Taraji P. Henson, let me get this hair out my face because it's annoying me. Taraji P. Henson hosted, as she has been doing for the last couple of years now, right? She's been hosting. Dang nabbit, you know what? Sorry. Oh, wait, I got another one. And it's like, wait a minute. She's been hosting for the last few years, and I don't have no complaints about it. But in the situation, politics were very much present at these BET Awards because they trying to get all the melanin votes. They are. So politics and rap music collided at the BET Awards for 2024, where Vice President Kamala Harris slyly dropped some Kendrick. This is what I'm saying. That song is going to get some people in trouble. References to drive home her point about the upcoming elections. Basically, she used "They Not Like Us" in the situation. She used that as one of her talking points. And also, Taraji at the beginning of the show performed her little rendition of "Not Like Us," where it's called "It's About Us." So yeah, it's a whole, like, Kendrick done got turned them. He done drove them mind John's crazy. I'm trying to watch my language, but he done drove these ninjas crazy. Everybody using Kendrick for everything. In the main, like, it was some ratchet performances. The only ones I seen clips, because I didn't watch it, but when you're on social media, you see all the clips. I missed it, but I believe the pandering was where it was. But because of what I do here, I like to stay in the know about what's going on, and there was a lot of clips. A lot of people were upset that Sexy Red didn't win the award over what was her name, Tyler. I'm gonna be honest, I wasn't mad because I would rather we not let the ratchet music win, personally. But that happened. My baby. I'm not getting ready to go through all of the awards because I don't really care about the ratchet awards like that. But what I will say, they had a Usher tribute. A lot of people were upset because they did not have any male perform. Like, for his tribute, there were no male performers, all females. My boo, my lesbian lover in my head, Tiana Taylor, did what is it? I Need a Bad Girl, and she had Victoria Monet dancing. I was not mad at that performance at all because both of them was dancing, and they too. Excuse me, can I cuss now? Because I want to say what I want to say. But I wasn't mad at the performance at all. That performance, I was not mad at all. Chloe Bailey, she did Good Kisser. Oh yes, I can't get. Fuck. I don't know if I should be saying this, but I kind of, well, y'all already know how I feel about Teyana Taylor. That's my boo. If I had a lesbian affair, it would be with her, right? But then you add Victoria Monet to it, and I ain't gonna lie, I don't know if I got a little aroused a little bit. Speak your attraction, Kat. I'm just saying it was sexy. So bitches was sexy. Sorry. My bad. I'm keeping it a buck. So that was sexy. It was cute. And by now, if you've been watching this show, you know Teyana been my lesbian lover in my head. So it is what it is. But then now, I think Victoria Monet might be added to that pot. Speaking of her, she had an amazing performance herself. Yeah, she entered the big leagues with this performance right here. Chloe Bailey did Good Kisser, and I can't remember what song Keke Palmer did. I can't remember what song she did, but I did take notice that there were no male performances. But at the same time, this is what I looked at it as too. It's you can get dudes to sing. You got Vito, you got Eric Bellinger, you got I guess you could do Jacquees too. You got a couple of dudes that can sing, but they can't perform at the high level. They can't dance like Usher dances. So I think the reason being is because they can't dance like Usher does. Teyana Taylor, Victoria Monet, even Chloe Bailey, Keke Palmer, all of these people can dance at that high level of performance. So that's what it was. I don't think it had nothing to do with they just wanted all girls. Interesting to have all women for Usher. But again, and then they be hating on Chris Brown, so they wasn't going to get him. It's not only the singing, it's the dancing too. Usher does all of those things. And most of the people that you could come get picked to do the singing, as far as Usher is concerned, can't dance. They can just sing. So I understand why it happened that way. So yeah, it is what it is. Okay, that's on the radio. That's not important right now. So I honestly think that's what it was. It's just, it wasn't that they was hating on the dudes. It's just like Vito can't dance like Usher. Eric Bellinger can't dance like Usher. They can sing they behinds off, but they can't do that. Jacquees can't dance like Usher. Usher does it all. They do not. You feel me? And again, the only person on that level that is a man that can do what Usher does is Chris Brown. And you know they ain't letting him in. Plus, Chris Brown was in Baltimore this weekend, so he couldn't. He was busy. He was occupied. He was here in Baltimore. He had a concert here, and then he had an after party here. He was occupied. They could get Cisco. No, they can't. He can't do none of the shit. Listen, Cisco, and as much as I love my Baltimore people, and don't play with Dru Hill ever in your life. Don't play with them. But he can't do it now. He's not up to par. And he's older than, I don't know, it might be the same age. But he can't do that. And his vocals are messed up as well. So no, they couldn't have got Cisco. Again, the only person they could have gotten was here in Baltimore this weekend. Performing, he had a concert, big concert. And then, because little do you know is this, he might not get them accolades, but that boy still be performing his behind off, and he gets his money. And the meet and greet, speaking of him, the meet and greets is everything. But that's about the only person. Oh, and then let's speak about Usher before I get into it, but before I get to Chris Brown. But yeah, that's the only person that could pull that off. Only person. At this point in time, in today's era of music, only person that could pull that off is Chris Brown. But Usher also gave his acceptance because he was being honored, right? It was a lot of people up in arms about his speech. But what I will say, he spoke a lot of truth in his speech. He talked about being a father and forgiveness and all that good stuff. He also cussed a little bit, but so what? Oh, look at Tiana Taylor. I love you. I'm sorry. Yeah, so okay, so the people who were a part of his tribute was Childish Gambino, Tiana Taylor, Keke Palmer, Victoria Monet. I might like her too. Chloe Bailey, Coco Jones, Tinashe, Marsha Ambrosia, and Lotto. So the only male that was involved in it was Childish Gambino, or Donald Glover, whatever you want to call him. We're gonna call him Childish Gambino. I like to stick with the other name. So it's just not everybody that can pull that off, though. Like, everybody can't pull that off. So I kind of understand why it was more females on that stage than it was males, because those females that they had on the stage are all dancers. All of them. One of them is not only a dancer. Hi, Tiana, baby, I love you. She does choreography and she directs. She put shows together. So yeah, nobody else could have did that. So it makes sense. But yeah, it was interesting, that part. The rest of it, you could have missed me with that. A lot of oh, and I'm not done. And I'm not done. I got some stuff. I told y'all it was some stuff. It was a lot. So in that melee, not only did Rick Ross get into an altercation, but so did Ray J. And I'm about to get into that real quick. So let's talk about this real quick. So Ray J says it's all becoming too much for him to take. On the heels of nearly getting into a street ball at the BET Awards after party, he says he's suicidal. I'm sorry, I hate to say that word. He says he wants to take himself out. Ray poured out his emotions with an alarming social media post in which he references a dispute that went on backstage at Sunday night's BET Awards at the Peacock Theater in downtown LA. He says, I can cuss now. So he said, the shit that is happening is mind blowing. It's making me want to take myself out and uncomfortable with the perception of reality. Wow. His Monday morning post comes hours after he was involved in a standoff outside Glorilla's BET Awards after party. Ray and Zeus Network's executive were yelling about fighting each other as bodyguards desperately tried to keep things peaceful. Ray did throw a punch that did not hit anyone. At one point, Ray grabbed a backpack out of his vehicle and charged back to the crowd. It is unclear what was in the bag, but his team was able to convince him to get back in the vehicle, and they drove off without further incident. It is clear that the fight isn't the only thing that Ray J's on Ray J's mind. He also ranted about BET locking him out of the award show, questioning, I don't know who they didn't want me to see. It was weird. Separately, he also complained, they paid me to shut up, and I did. I feel bad and I hate myself for it, and I don't want any more of this dirty money. Disturbingly, he also said goodbye and apologized to his sister Brandy and cryptically promised, I will make it right. I won't let them get away with it. Ray J's loved ones are similarly concerned about him. They were concerned about him back in October of 2022 when he was when it was reported that he made several posts about taking himself out back then. He was sitting on a ledge. So yeah. It's crazy. Ray J has had, I don't even know what else to say about Ray J. Ray J has had a tumultuous career and lifestyle since after Moesha. You know, the whole Whitney Houston thing, and they trying to connect him to Wendy Williams. He got married. Well, then it's some stuff about him and Tierra Marie too, but I'm not going to spread that because I don't really have nothing to back it up. We're just going to say allegedly is some things about that situation too. And then he got married and then divorced and all of that good stuff. And then now the whole keep fighting. We can't forget the Fabulous situation when he supposedly got into a fight. Well, he was trying to fight Fabulous, but Fabulous just grabbed us. I don't know. It's nonstop with Ray J. Ray J on something. Gotta be. I mean, allegedly. I'm not going to say that he is. I'm just saying. And then again, it's always something going on surrounding him. It makes me question what's really going on. And what's the dirty money part about? Like, who gave him dirty money? And is that how he started the Raycon business? Because you remember he got the Raycon, which is the earbuds. He also had like a scooter type of business too. Is that how he funded these businesses? Because I know it wasn't off that card. I'm off the tape because that was so dated. Oh, and then that. And then that. And then Kanye had to go get the tape. It's just so much surrounding this one person. It's crazy. It's crazy. He might just need to go somewhere and sit down. Maybe a rehab. I'm not saying that he on something. Doc said it. I didn't say it. But maybe. But maybe it's time for him to have a seat and reflect. You know what I mean? Ray J got all kinds of businesses. I know. He got and I think that's what him and Lamau well, y'all don't know who that is. Him and the Zeus dude was getting into it about, because at one point in time, Ray J was associated with Zeus, but I think that Ray J is starting his own network, and that might be what they arguing about. I don't know. Oh gosh, it's just so. We gonna find out though eventually. You know, we find out everything over here, but he got too much time on his hands too. That's what I'm saying. Like maybe, and again, I'm not saying he's on anything. But rehab goes deeper than just being on a substance. Sometimes you go to rehab for other things, like addiction to intimacy, or you could go there for that. Addiction to shopping. You feel me? Like, it's so many reasons why you could go to rehab. So maybe he just needs to go to rehab and take a break and sit down, some kind of retreat, and, you know, just relax and get his mind right. I don't think that, I'm not going to say I don't think that, but I just, sorry. Oh, my aunt, hi, baby. But I don't think that he's necessarily, I'm not going to say I don't think, I don't know. So, but again, rehab can be beyond just going for an addiction to a substance. It can be. People get addicted to the strangest things. I'm addicted to coffee. I wonder if they could admit me for coffee addiction. But it's a lot of things that people are addicted to. I'm really addicted to coffee. I'm one of them people like, don't talk to me until I had it. Sorry. I didn't mean to be that way, but I'm addicted to coffee. But yeah, it's so many different addictions that you could have in this world. He might be, I don't know. So we're gonna find out though. Trust me, we're gonna find out. You're right, Doc. It is time for love notes, baby. Let me tell you about these love notes. What is love notes? I'm gonna tell you. Love note First of all, shout out to anybody before I get to the explanation. Shout out to anybody watching from Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, or the website, which is essentially YouTube too, because I post the show from YouTube onto my website or whatever. I love y'all, but the love notes, I love y'all. And if you come in here and you hit the like button, if you say something, I'm going to show you love because I love y'all. I do love y'all, but the love notes, that's not y'all. I'm going to find another name for what y'all are. My love, I don't know. We'll figure it out later on. But the love notes, these people right here, they come and they listen to this podcast. They don't know what I look like. Maybe. I don't think they go on YouTube or whatever. But they don't know what I look like. They just come and they listen to what I have to say. And they come back and they show me more love and more love and more love, which is why we are getting closer to our 15,000 mark, our milestone that we are in search of. But they just come and they show love, and I appreciate them so much. So I show them love back. And so love notes. How did we come up with the name love notes? Well, I used to call it love. Doc used to call it show notes. We used to bicker back and forth for a second. Like, no. And then we came to the compromise, and now we call it love notes. It's that simple. He also said I had a stack of papers the size of a composition notebook. I'm trying to tell you, I did not. It was a lot of papers though. But in all fairness, it was a lot of countries, a lot of cities, and a lot of states on that paper. So, you know, if you know, then you know. But if you know, then you know. But yeah, that's what we call it. That's what we call it. It's the love notes. So let me get to these love notes. I gotta show my people some love, man. I gotta show my people some love. And like I said, whenever a new country gets on this list, I get excited. I might get as excited as I do when I see Tiana Taylor. I don't know. But it's all love. Thank you for all of the love. I love you guys so much. Shout out to my top 6, the United States, the United Kingdom, India, China, Canada, Belgium, specifically Brussels. Hi, guys. I love you so much. I love you so much. I do. Russia, Indonesia. Hi, babies. Japan, New Zealand, Australia, Turkey, Switzerland, Germany, Mexico, Austria, Philippines, and Kenya. Hi, babies. I love you so much. Oh, thank you. Pakistan, Romania, South Africa, Nigeria, Brazil, Netherlands, Singapore, Spain, Ireland, and Nepal. I love you all. I love you so much. Thank you for the love, man. I appreciate y'all. Mauritius, Israel, Hong Kong, France, Poland, Tunisia, Venezuela, baby, the Czech Republic, Portugal, and Morocco. Hi, boos, I love you too. Hi, I love you so much. Hi. Last but not least, Ghana, Finland, Cameroon, Lithuania, and new addition, Sweden. Hi, I love you guys. Welcome, Sweden. I love you guys so much, and thank you for the support and all of the love. You guys have no clue how much that means to me, and I love you for it. Oh my gosh, I love you for it. Doc said we worldwide. They not like us. Gonna have some folks hemmed up. Be careful out there. Yeah, if you ain't about that life, you should not be yeah. Because that song is about to have some people in trouble. See what happened to Rick Ross and the DJ in Toronto. I'm trying to tell you. Doc also said Top Flight catch the vibes, just not the vibes Ray J be. Those some old odd vibes. I don't know what's going on with him, y'all. Like the dude, I just don't know what's happening. I don't. But like I said, again, I'm not saying he's on anything, but I'm saying maybe he needs a retreat, a rehab retreat, not just a retreat where he goes somewhere because he travels all the time. But maybe he just need to go to like some rehab facility and just take a break and get his mind right. You feel me? Can't hurt. I'm just saying, it can't hurt. So it is what it is. Some things I gotta say. No, maybe you just need a good retreat. I'm just saying. A good retreat never hurt nobody. You can always do, whenever you watch the show, you can always join the conversation, drop a comment, call in, text 443-780-5978. You can ask me to drop the link, but that's a big maybe because some of y'all are weirdos and I don't want to see your wing wangs. We don't want to see your wing wangs. You sing one, you sing them all. If you're a man, you have one, so you sing your own, so you don't need to, we don't need to see it. And the men that watch the show don't need to see it. I'm a woman with a child. I don't need to see it. You sing one, you sing them all. I don't need to see it. So that's a big like. Contact us for anything pertaining to the show. Not for anything. You can say hi though. Contact at ambitiouslyent.com. Contact at ambitiouslyent.com. Like, share, and subscribe to this podcast. We need them likes. We need them shares. We need those subscriptions. So please. I do not take requests, and I know I don't have to say this, but I'm going to say it anyway. I do not take requests because any music video, and we got some new ones coming up. So like I said, not this weekend, but the following, not this Thursday. Of course, it's 4th of July. But the following Thursday, I will be doing a Thorough Thursday. But I have permission to play these music videos that I play. That's why I play them, right? And I don't play people's requests because not the videos you ask me to play, I don't have permission to play, so I won't. And then the second reason is my DJ is that guy, right? So I'm not going to let y'all bombard him with requests when he already hold it down. Sit back and enjoy the music and know that we just don't take requests and we have permission. That's it. Join our coffee community. So we can have enlightening conversation and a little bit of taboo and conversation too. And then also so I could cuss whenever the fuck I feel like it. Yeah. Because I cuss like a sailor and I like it. And sorry that I like doing it. John the Baptist cussed all the time. Stop playing with us. Check out the website, www.ambitiouslyent.com, www.ambitiouslyent.com. Yes, baby. Big shout out to our DJ. We shout him out every show. I don't care what you say, because go DJ, because that's my DJ. Go DJ, because that's my DJ. Yeah, big shout out to Rukazy. Tune in Fire Friday because we will definitely have a new mix for Fire Friday. And then when you tune in after you listen to this bomb mix that he get ready to give us. And by the way, if you want to listen to the other mixes, go to our website. And listen to the radio station. They're playing on the radio station as well. But let us know how you feel about these mixes. He would like to know. I would like to know. And he was here on Friday, but I don't know, for some strange reason, I could not see his comments on the screen, which is crazy, but whatever. But he was here. And Doc, he said he cool with the 9 out of 10. Yeah, so it is what it is. I don't know why I couldn't see his comments, though. That was weird. Sometimes Facebook does that, though. Oh, yeah, and I guess I'll say this, even though it's on the screen all of the time, underneath my name, Cash App, $ with a capital A, ambitiouslyent.com. $ with a capital A, ambitiouslyent.com. If you would like to donate to this website, you can also, to this website, to this this thing of ours. Know that if you do donate, all of the proceeds go to helping to keep building this platform of ours. So it is what it is. Yeah. But you can do all of that from the website. You don't have to, you can go on the website, you can donate through our coffee community, you can donate through Cash App, you can donate. So just do it. Yeah. Doc says salute to Rukazy. Yeah, salute to Rukazy, man. He be holding it down for this podcast. And like I said, this man got a whole job, but he makes sure he get in the house and he hop on them 1s and 2s and he put these mixes together and he makes sure we get them. So we appreciate him for that. And we get one every week. Sometimes he had one in the chamber. So we always get one every week. And so we make sure we show him big love because, that's our DJ. And he be coming with that bone back. He be coming with that heat. Stop playing with my DJ for real. Don't play with him. Go DJ, because that's my DJ. Don't play with him. Every week he makes sure we got a fire mix. I'm just saying. So it is what it is. But yeah, big shout out to Rukazy. Thanks, Rukazy. He don't forget to let us know how you feel about these mixes when you do hear. And that's that. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. But what I will say is this. These BET Awards, they get ratcheter and ratcheter every year. But I did enjoy some of the clips that I saw because I don't watch it. I don't have time. I don't got time, honey. But some of them were good. I mean, some of the clips that I saw were good. Some I was just like, why? Again, shout out to my boo Tiana and my new boo Victoria. Well, I did like that Get It From My Mama song. Yeah, she was giving it to me. But anyway, shout out to them. Shout out to all the ladies, I guess, that did the tribute. Taraji, leave what's his name? Chef Keith or whatever his name, leave him alone. He's a married man, girl. And then y'all stop. If you don't got hands, do not like us. If you're not ready for war with certain people, certain elements, do not do that song. It's going to get y'all in trouble. It's going to get y'all in a world of stuff that y'all not ready for. Look at Rick Ross. Look what happened to him. I'm just saying. And Joe Biden, no, you are not the downfall of Drake. If anybody is the downfall of Drake, if anybody helped in his demise, I say Pusha T helped. And then Kendrick was like, I'm about to shut all this shit down. You ain't had nothing to do. You nice, but you not that nice. I will give Joe Biden that much credit. He can rap, but you ain't the reason, sir. Because nobody even paid your beef with Drake that much mind. Okay? I just want you to know that. Okay. All right. I need him to know that. So it's time for me to say the things that I say every night when I get out of here. Yeah. Mind your business. Mind your business is stuff on Media Mondays where I'm telling everybody's business because I'm nosy. I am. I'm really nosy. I'm nosy. I'm telling everybody business on a Monday for sure. Sometimes and tune in tomorrow night as we do. Oh, doctor, we choose a year. I feel like we didn't choose a year. I don't know why I feel like that. But sometimes on the tap in, I don't do it intentionally. But sometimes while we having our conversation, I do tell some people's business. It's not intentionally, though. I don't do it on purpose. It's just we having a conversation. So make sure you tune in for that tomorrow night. Tap in with Doc and I sit down. We dig in our bag. We pull something out the bag, and we have a discussion about it. And then immediately after, we do the final exam, where Professor Doc steps into the room. He tells us to pick up our number 2 pencils. We can't open the booklet yet. And he gives us 5 trivia statements. And then we have to decipher who this person is that he's talking about. I lost last week. It's cool. You win something, you lose something. Guess what? I'm still the champ. Stop playing with me. Still the champ. The champ is here. Stop playing with me. But yeah, so make sure you tune in tomorrow night. And then on the wiretap, I'm definitely telling your business. I need you to know that. If you have a court case where you're being a despicable, depraved, okay, 1995. All right, cool. I wanted to make sure we chose a year. So if you're being a despicable, depraved, dang, I'm missing all my vocabulary words. Despicable, I put that on there myself. Depraved is part of it. It's a couple of words we got. If you're being a shithead and you got a court case where you hurt somebody or bring a harm to somebody, I'm reading it. Sorry, I am. So stop playing with me. And if you're calling people slaves, I'm definitely reading that court case. Because why are you calling people slaves, Kanye? Stop. Y'all out of pocket. Y'all just think y'all could do whatever y'all want to do to people because y'all are rich. You can't. So I'm the person that's going to come here and talk about it. So definitely why I'm telling. But other than that, mind your business. Safe way to live your life. A very safe way to live. Just mind your business. That's it. That's all you got to do is mind your business. So 1995 is the year for the final exam tomorrow. Okay. All right. I don't be remembering if we chose a year because sometimes we'll forget. I'm sorry. Love your babies. Hug your babies. Tell your babies that they are the GOAT, the greatest of all times. They need that encouragement, man. If you don't do it, who else is going to fucking do it? So my thing is, I shouldn't have to tell you, but just in case nobody tells you, do your job, be a parent. Tell your babies that they are the great and they can do anything they set their mind to. Don't discourage them. Don't tell them they can't. None of that. Tell them that they can. All right? They need that. Tell them they to go. If they want to work for NASA, tell them to be the best astronaut, engineer, receptionist, janitor, secretary, or whatever the hell else they do over there in NASA. It's space, man. I've been having fun looking at the sky. It's space, man. That's what we do now. If they want to work for NASCAR, tell them to be the best NASCAR driver, pit boss, pit crew member, engineer, freaking commentator, or whatever the hell else they do over there in NASCAR. What I do know is they have an absolute need for speed. And at one point in time, I used to love muscle cars, and I always, for the rest of my life, will love a good muscle car. But other than that, just make sure you encourage them, babies. They need that encouragement. And you are the first in line to do that. Don't leave it on the teachers, babysitters, family members. You do it. You gave birth to them, or you provided the seed for the mother to give birth to them. But the point is, you do it. That's your job. Encourage them, babies. That's all you got to do. And you don't know how much greater they'll be if you did that. Everything starts with you. They could be some great, exceptional human beings if you just encourage them to follow their dreams. Whether you believe in it or not, they believe in it. And if they believe in it, they're going to make it happen. Encourage them, babies. I'm taking my time because when I go too fast, I lose my breath. But stay in your lane. My lane, your lane. Not the same. I'm over here, you're over there. Leave it that way. Let me put this down for a second. Leave it that way. Stay in your lane, honey. Because you jump in my lane, you definitely get high. You set yourself up for that. Because you could leave that bitch where she at. She ain't bothering nobody. She is taking care of her cup, eating her gazelle over there in the pride. And you wanted to come over there and you wanted to break the glass and push the button. You do that, then beast mode comes in. You don't want that. And Harley pops out. You don't want that. So just stay in your lane. You want her. She's nice and kind and cuddly and all that good stuff. And especially her. Hey, you big purr. Hey, you big purr, bitches. Hey, you big purr. Thanks, Doc, for putting that out there, baby. And thank you for my Harleys. Because, I ain't been getting them lately. But when Cat is purring, Cat is a happy, happy, happy girl. So, just stay in your lane. And what usually happens when you jump into other people's lanes is a collision. Who the fuck needs that? I don't need that for me. You don't need that for you. We don't need that for we. So just stay in your lane and everything is good. Everything is good. Just stay in your lane, right? Which segues to my next point. Pick and choose your battles wisely. Every battle is not a battle to be fought. J. Cole, thank you, baby, for listening to me. Because look what they doing with Not Like Us. You could have been included in that. I'm sorry. All right. Pick and choose your battles wisely. Every battle is not a battle to be fought. I'm sorry. It's not. Worry about the war. Worry about the war. Fuck the battles. Worry about the war. And Mobb Deep been telling y'all for many, many years now, since they was 19 years old, that there's a war going on outside and that no man is safe from it. They also said that you can run, but you can't hide forever in these streets. Okay. But worry about the war. Don't worry about the battles. Some battles are just not meant for you to fight. All right? Worry about the war. Be who you are. Don't let nobody tell you what you're supposed to be, how you're supposed to be it, how you're supposed to move, how you're supposed to walk, talk, eat, drink, take a shit. Nobody can tell you define who you are as a person. You have to be authentically you, or you're a clone, or a robot, or something of that nature. Point is, be who you are. That's the only thing you can be. Even if you are a twin, you come in this world by yourself and you're going to leave by yourself. So why waste your time worried about what everybody else wants you to be? You can't. So those just some words of wisdom. That's all. Be who you're supposed to be. Just be who you're supposed to be. All right, y'all. I'm about to break out of here. Man, I adore you guys. Doc, thank you, baby, for holding it down as usual. Because you do. You hold it down. God give props where props is due. Stay out of trouble. Stay out of trouble. And make sure y'all tune in tomorrow night for the tap in. You know, it's going to be fun. Who knows what we might say out of our mouths. We bound to say some crazy shit. So, with that being said, y'all, get up out of here, y'all. It's always a pleasure. And I hope you tune in tomorrow night for our shenanigans, Doc and I. Hopefully I won't lose again tomorrow night. I don't want to lose anymore. I'm tired of losing. Okay. I'm done. I love y'all. Good night. Bye, Pipio. Bye.
Oh,